Let's travel back 3 years to a popular video I made using book pages. Book pages are easily accessible and easy to use. Today, on the 4th day of my 30-day Ephemera challenge. For this mass make, we will be using book pages and turning them into envelopes with tie closures and some with an extra pocket. Let's start crafting together. Hi, Best Buds. It's Cathy with Cathy's Garden, and I'm so happy that you've joined me. Grab those book pages. That's what we're going to need for this project. Once you have your book pages out of your book, you can use any size book page that you want. Mine are 9 inches by 6 inches, and we need to trim them up just a little bit. But before we do that, you'll want to take 2 of your pages. Look at your pages and see which side are you really wanting to use. I really like this side, so I'm going to turn it over. Turning it over with the words right side up. And I'm going to use my glue stick, covering your page with your glue stick, and then go around the edge just to ensure that you're getting the glue all the way around the edge. Then we have our second page, and decide which side of that paper you want. I think I want this side, and turn it upside down. And you're saying, what? Do what? Why? Why are you turning it upside down, Cathy? I'm going to show you in just a minute. So let's get these 2 glued together. Line them up the best you can. We can always trim them up later. Because we're doing a mass make, I'm actually going to do a few of these, gluing the 2 pages together, making sure that one of my pages is upside down. We need to trim off this rough edge. And if there's any other corner or side that doesn't match up, you probably want to trim that too. We're only looking to trim a sliver, leaving your book page about the same size as you started with, just having that rough edge trimmed up. Take one of your prepared pages. As you look at it, you can decide what end you want to turn up and what end you want to bring over for the flap. Once you've looked at all your options, you'll want to fold one of the ends, the end that you want to be your pocket base, and measuring from the end of the page to where your top of your page you're pulling up is going to be about 2 3/4 inches, and give that a crease. Now I'm going to do all of my pages just like that first by looking at my options. And I think I'd like it to be this way, pulling it up to be 1 3/4 inches from the top of this page to the top of this page. In between is 1 3/4, and giving it a crease. I have all of mine prepared. And has anyone noticed that when you fold the flap over, your book page words are right side up? That's why we went ahead and we turned one of the book pages over when we glued them together. Now it's time to fold our flap over. You want to fold it over 1.5 inches. So when you open it up, you're going to have a little bit of space before you need to access your pocket. It just helps in putting things in and taking things out of your envelope. So I'm going to fold all of mine over 1.5 inches. This one, both of them are upside down. You don't have to have them right side up if you don't want to. As I look at my envelopes, some of them are even on the ends, and some of them have a little bit lapping over. If you have some extra lap over on the side, we just want to trim it up just a little bit, just to get everything nice and even. Take your envelope, and I'm going to highlight this so you can see a little better with my ink. right at the fold of the flap. Open it up and roll it. Don't fold it. We're not folding, we're just rolling it the long way. Get your 2 points to come together, and below this fold right here, take your paper clip and place it right there. That's going to hold this all together, because what we want to do is we want to take our scissors. Now, a pair of scissors that are longer as opposed to a pair of scissors that have a short cut area. The long blade scissors are going to allow you to roll around this corner. We're taking off more of the corner than a small corner rounder will. It's going to soften our envelope a bit. So right above the fold, maybe about 1/4 of an inch. I'm not measuring, I'm just giving you a measurement so that if somebody wants to know, some people really like those measurements. So right here above the fold, we're going to take off that corner and round it around, softening that corner. And you'll end up with this. And because you have paper clipped it together, both sides of your flap are going to match. Remove your paper clip, put your envelope back together, and now you have a softer look. Once again, I'll highlight the fold, open up your envelope, roll, don't fold, place the 2 corners together. Once you get them together, put a paper clip below the fold line. It holds everything in place. Just check to make sure both corners are right up there together. With the larger blade scissors, you don't have to have one this large, but as opposed to that shorter one that I showed you. Above this line, you're not taking it right at the line, you're going a little bit above. And we're just going to roll around, taking that corner off and softening our flap. And then we have a much softer style envelope. If you like the way inking looks on your projects, this is when you'll want to get your ink and you'll want to ink up the edges of your project. And don't forget the folds. And we want to do this inside and outside of our little envelope. You have all your pages all inked up. Now, if you do machine stitching on your paper, this is when you can take it to your machine and you can open up your piece and sew all the way around the edge. I've taken 2 of my envelopes and sewn around 1 time on my machine. On this one, I sewed around twice. And on this one, I left plain. Now, either you've sewn or you haven't sewn, that will be all up to you. And I suppose it will also be up to whether you have a machine or not. You'll want to make your book pages into pockets now. So instead of gluing the center edge, you want to glue this folded part because it doesn't come all the way to the top. And we don't want any extra glue there because we might accidentally glue our pocket closed. So from this fold right here, we're going to add a little bit of glue on the edge of both sides and glue shut. Now we've made ourselves a beautiful envelope with a large pocket. We're going to have a closure right here, but before we put the closure on, I'd like to give you some options on how you can decorate yours. I know that a lot of you have those Tim Holtz cutouts, the ones that are firm. Well, I'm actually going to take my sponge and go around the edge of this because it's pretty white, just to take off that starkness. And then you can glue this down, making a pocket out of it, just by tacking the bottom of the wings down. For this project, you could have all different sizes of cards that you could use to stick in the tuck spot that we're making right here on this portion of our envelope. For instance, this little one could sit right here. And wouldn't that be cute? So let's go ahead and I'm going to tack the wings down, making a pocket with my 3.5-inch piece of cardstock that has this image of a swan, and I think it says postcard on there. I also have this scrap piece of lace. Now I could add it to the bottom. I want to say that if you want to add some decoration to the flap, you'll need to keep it up high because our closure is going to go right here. So I think I'll add it right up there on the top. And I'm going to pop a little label right here. This is the one that my book page is upside down, which is perfectly fine. On this side, it's right side up. I have some of these little, well, they're the backs of the hole savers, and I've saved them because I think it'd be really nice to use them to make little circles on my piece of ephemera here. So it's kind of like a stencil. Oh, I think that's super cute. And I'm going to do a little bit on the flap. What do you think, guys? I love it. A little bit down here. So I'm going to add this little card right here and then a label. To finish this one off, I think a few flat back pearls will be perfect. For this one, I added a card and made it into a pocket and added some washi. Now let's do our closure. First, what I did was I cut some cardstock 1 inch by 1 inch and I inked around the edge. Next, I took some hole savers and I colored them with my sponge. Now I want to stick my hole saver in the center of my 1 inch square. Once again, my hole savers are old and I really don't trust them to stay on. So a little bit of glue and then pop them right in the middle like this. I have one for each one of my envelopes. So I will just repeat what I've just done. I'll take my envelope and I'll find the center. It's about right here. So with my piece, I'm going to be adding my glue to the back and gluing it approximately in the center. Not too far down, something like that. Oh, I didn't glue that one shut yet, did I? Well, that's going to be cute. So I'm going to glue this one shut, and I'm going to add my little piece on each one of my flaps that I have left. With my pieces all glued onto the flap, you want to take your standard hole punch and punch right in the center of the hole saver. So now you have a hole and it's reinforced really well. On the back side, you have some extra hole savers. Go ahead and cover that hole up too. It will not only help reinforce the hole, but it also looks great too. It just finishes the project off. This book page envelope project was so much fun. A great way to use your book pages. Using some baker's twine for a tie closure. I think they all turned out spectacular. This was day 4 in our 30-day ephemera challenge. Tomorrow is day 5. I hope you join me then. And please give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this project. And I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you there, guys. Bye now.